The Man Who Became a Kaiju. Episode 1 of Kaiju Number 8 Inches. The city of Yokohama is in complete turmoil as a kaiju wreaks havoc across several wards. Citizens scramble for safety, following the instructions of the emergency kaiju alert system. As the monstrous beast crushes everything in its path, military officials work to track its movements and plan a counterattack. Helicopters arrive, engaging the kaiju with a barrage of weapons. But the kaiju's immense size and resilience make it a tough target. Despite the military's efforts, the real heroes are about to arrive. The elite 3rd Division of the Defense Corps, led by their fearless leader, Mina Ashiro. Mina and her team swiftly engage the kaiju, their teamwork and superior firepower proving too much for the beast. The 3rd Division emerges victorious, leaving nothing but the kaiju's colossal remains behind. Enter Kafka Hibino. Not a soldier, but part of the cleanup crew responsible for clearing the battlefield after the kaiju is defeated. Despite the dangers, Kafka and his crew receive little to no recognition for their work. As he goes about his thankless job, Kafka reflects on the stark contrast between his reality and his childhood dreams. As a child, Kafka dreamt of joining the defense force alongside his friend Mina. Together, they vowed to rid the world of kaiju. But somewhere along the way, Kafka's dream faded, leaving him stuck in a job far removed from his aspirations. Back in the present, Kafka struggles with the grim realities of his job. While cleaning up, an accident causes his coworker to suffer injuries from a burst organ. Despite the challenges, Kafka soldiers on, wondering if he'll ever make a greater impact. That night, as Kafka watches Mina being hailed as a hero on the news, he reflects on his life choices. He had the same dream once, but it seems out of reach now. The next day, Kafka meets Rino Ichikawa, a fresh recruit aiming to join the defense force. Rino's youthful ambition stirs something inside Kafka, reminding him of the dreams he once held. Rino refuses to give up, reigniting Kafka's buried hope. Later that night, disaster strikes when a vicious yoju appears, threatening Rino's life. In a moment of bravery, Kafka steps in to protect him, chasing the beast through the streets. But the battle takes a turn for the worse when Kafka is overwhelmed by the yoju. Just as things seem dire, Rino steps in and saves Kafka. Together, they narrowly avoid death. Suddenly, Mina and her team arrive to eliminate the yoju, effortlessly displaying their strength and skill. Back at the hospital, Kafka contemplates his life. But before he can process his thoughts, an odd kaiju-like creature invades his body, transforming him into something entirely new. Kafka's life is about to take an unexpected turn. Kafka's transformation marks the beginning of a new chapter, a man who once dreamed of fighting kaiju now becoming one himself. What will this mean for Kafka, and how will his past come to collide with his future? Meanwhile, Mina and her team prepare for their next mission, unaware of the changes coming their way. To be continued.